This video will review how to change your organization to the Dallas and Collin Counties CAS organization in HMIS. You can see your ClientTrack organization in the top right corner of your screen here, next to your name. By clicking on your name or your organization, you can open your account settings and see your work group, organization, and theme. Until now, you may have only had access to one organization. But to complete the CAS intake, you need to have access to the organization Dallas and Collin Counties CAS. You can change your organization by clicking this drop-down menu and selecting your organization from the list of organizations that you have access to. You should only see your organization and Dallas and Collin Counties CAS here. If you do not see Dallas and Collin Counties CAS in this list and you need access to this organization, please submit a SpiceWorks ticket requesting it. If I choose MDHA Lead Agency and click Apply, you can see that my organization has now changed. Again, to complete the CAS intake, we will need to be in the Dallas and Collin Counties CAS organization. Before we get there, I want to point out one other way to change your organization. When you sign into ClientTrack, typically we tell you to skip over this page and click Use these settings. However, you can see here that this workgroup and organization option will allow you to change these at the login screen. So if you know that you'll be completing actions for Dallas and Collin Counties CAS, you can go ahead and select the organization here as well and click Use these settings. This has the same effect. You're logged in under the organization that you select on that page, and you can always change it again from here easily. Now that I'm logged in under Dallas and Collin Counties CAS, I have a few options that I previously did not have. First, in the menu on the left side of the screen of my home workspace, you can see that I have the CAS option in the menu. Here I have the availability to view the CAS queue, and if I'm a housing program, I can see incoming housing referrals. The client's workspace will also look different under this organization. On my client's workspace, my typical intake button that I can find under the search option is now gone. The only intake that I can complete under Dallas and Collin Counties CAS is the Coordinated Access Diversion and Intake Assessment. In my menu, if I click CAS, I can see the option to complete this diversion and intake. And when I click that button, I'm taken into that workflow. The CAS intake workflow is just like any other workflow. Once you begin it, you want to complete the workflow from beginning to end, not canceling or pausing the workflow, not clicking out of your browser or any other menu options inside of ClientTrack. And you will want to complete this workflow until you get to the button that says, click to finish the workflow. Another feature under the Dallas and Collin Counties CAS organization is the CAS Document Check. Document Check is only available under the CAS organization, and this feature is where all CAS documents should be uploaded for a client. This is especially true for diagnosis documents or documents that contain any HIPAA-related information for a client. Documents such as IDs can be uploaded under client files even if they are related to CAS, because it is helpful for our clients to have their documents easily available under client files for any organization to access or any user to access, whether or not they have access to Document Check through the CAS organization. Again, client IDs and other identifying documentation can be uploaded to client files, as well as any general documentation that you may want to upload. But documents related to CAS should be uploaded under the CAS Document Check, and this is especially true for any documentation containing medical or diagnosis or disability information. Once you complete your work under the Dallas and Collin Counties CAS organization, we strongly recommend that you go ahead and change your organization back to your agency. This will prevent you from accidentally recording any data under your Dallas and Collin Counties CAS org that maybe should have been recorded under your agency in your program enrollment. Because managing organizations is a new feature to our community, it's going to be very important that we remain aware of the organization that we're logged in at all times. So when you log into ClientTrack, always check that you are using the right organization to perform the action you need to perform. And that will conclude our tutorial on changing our organization in ClientTrack HMIS.